Hey, what's up everyone? Morey Croson here, and today we're going to be going over how Dan Marino got the ball out of his hand so fast. We're going to start the video right now. This is the newest edition of the Performance Lab.
Reach your individual goals. You don't want to just talk about straight line speed. We also want to talk about your ability to be quick. We break down your video. Let's make you into the quarterback I know you can become.
All right, so I specialize in being able to help quarterbacks and being able to improve specifically the mechanics. I thought it would be a great idea to be able to really go in depth into Dan Marino and what he does when he goes through the throw, to be able to really connect and understand exactly what made his release a lot better. This is something that I've been doing for 4 or 5 years now, really been able to help a ton of quarterbacks from all over the world. We have a lot of things in the description down below if you want to check those out and understand a little bit more about what we do and how we can help you as a quarterback. And if you like the information, click that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That all helps us out a ton. We're going to hop right into the video. So we have obviously Dan Marino here on the left, one of the quickest releases ever, and also had a just tremendous amount of power overall behind the football. And a lot of people talk about how they want to be able to, throw like Dan Marino, up and out, have his types of mechanics. He had the best mechanics ever, blah, 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 and don't really know how to teach it and don't understand what are the concepts behind teaching the release that he had. And a lot of it just had to go with the efficiency and the wrist position and the ability to maintain a great wrist position during the throw. And so we'll go through here, and this would be, somebody that in a lot of areas would be an elite quarterback, right? In terms of the load position, his overall arm strength, just a lot of things that he does that would be more on the elite side. There's people that are watching this right now that would probably love to be able to throw as well as he does, right? And also have as good a mechanics as he does, but we'll also be able to show you some of the nuances behind what are the differences here. And this is where I think a lot of the value comes into our specific program. And so what we see here is the difference within the load, right? We can see that the hand, the elbow, and I like where, Dan Marino, you can see really keeps that hand up above the elbow. Okay, that's something that I try to stress to quarterbacks, as well as keeps that index finger above, the pinky. You can kind of imagine around where his pinky would be here. Okay, and what that does is it makes it so as he's transitioning forward, he's able to get the ball around a lot faster, right? So you can see here, this football is facing more this way, this football is facing more this way, which just makes it a little bit more difficult to be able to complete the throw as quickly, right? So when you're here, you're going to have a longer action to be able to get in the right wrist position, right? Because you can see like his palm at this position is going to be facing more back. And we see people a lot, teach quarterbacks that this is where you should be with your palm. But then we'll also tell you should be throwing like Dan Marino. But look at Dan Marino's palm, right? So there's a huge difference in where they are with their palm, with their hand, okay? So again, this makes it a lot easier for Dan Marino to be able to get around and on top of the football, where this quarterback's going to take longer period of time, and it's actually a lot easier for him to get into a wrist position that's going to be ineffective overall, right? So then as he comes through, he's able to really come down on the football and get a great turnover of the football, right? So there's a couple key things that Dan Marino does. One, he is very, very effective with his load, right? He doesn't waste any time in getting the ball back, right? And really the ball isn't necessarily coming up and out. It's really going back, right? And then it's coming out or up and out, okay? So first you have to go back, okay? But then from there, you want to go up and out. Like that concept makes sense, okay? Or the simplicity behind it makes sense, but there's a lot that goes into some of those fundamentals that really make it effective as a quarterback and make it so you can actually get the range of motions. Because you can't just be only trying to shorten the muscles. You have to first stretch, right? And so he's able to get the stretch because of what he does with the rotation. So right here, he's in a great stretch position within the shoulder. Okay, he just gets there a lot faster. Okay, so here, this quarterback is also in a great stretch position. But if we go and we break down the numbers, right? So he's at 5.3. Okay, he's at 9.5. Okay, we go here. This actually might be slow motion. Yeah, this is going to be slow motion here. So we won't be able to get as good of a reading on it. Okay, but we can kind of see how fast he gets right to this position. Okay, so we can't really go as much into the time, right? This one, you can see it as slow motion because this is how I capture with the video. So it looks like it's really slow, but really he's going through a lot more movements in order to get to this position than Dan Marino is. Dan Marino's getting there very quickly. Okay, and so a lot of times, and this will be an example of what a more typical, quarterback would look like, right? Is and everybody's going to be different, right? But this is definitely somebody that is a little bit more novice, right? So you could see all the extra motions that we have going on here, right? So essentially he got to the same position here, okay? But again, look at how fast Marino gets there, boom, okay? Look at how long it takes him to get here, okay? And so a lot of you guys are struggling in being able to throw the football far and being able to be accurate and being able to be consistent, being able to throw a consistent spiral, blah, 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 and don't understand how to be able to quickly and effectively get to this position. A lot of the things I just talked about, right? So look at the index finger in comparison to the pinky, right? Look at the, he actually does a pretty good job of keeping the hand above the elbow. Right around here, that elbow gets a little bit higher than the hand, but for the most part, does not a bad job of keeping the hand above the elbow, okay? But really gets that pinky back above the index finger and keeps that for a long time, okay? And then is very, very slow in being able to, work on getting the football to start coming around, okay? And is also not great at being able to maintain a good wrist position during the entirety of the throw, okay? So those end up being the main things. That's why Dan Marino was able to get the ball out of his hands faster, and that's how you can as well, is being able to work through some of these basic concepts. And again, I give you a video tutorial, I give you breakdowns, I give you a step-by-step guide of like, this is what you need to do in order to get there. And then you send over video, I give you drills, I give you exercise, I show you exactly what you need to do, you'll be able to build it up. I always tell guys, like, if you don't see huge improvements in 14 days, then I'll give you your money back, right? Because that's how fast of a change it should happen. And it's not because I'm doing anything crazy, anything unique, or anything that is like over the top. It's because I've done so many of these videos, so many of these breakdowns, that it's all very, very simple to me now to be able to understand it and coach it and give you the cues that'll make it so it's most effective. That at the end of the day is where the separation is how well can you explain it as a coach. If you can't explain it well as a coach, then your players aren't going to be able to actually do it. Okay? And so if you're having a hard time doing it as a quarterback, then sign up for a program. We'll make it so you can do it. If you have a hard time explaining it as a coach, sign up for a program. We'll help you in being able to explain it. Okay? Those are things that we want to be able to do. I want to be able to help out quarterbacks, and part of that is helping out quarterback coaches as well. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry for some of these distractions in the background, but thanks for watching. Appreciate it. If you like the information, thumbs up, subscribe, check out the description. Talk to you soon.